Lord said, confession good for the soul. So right now, all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call. To be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top dog. Funny how we see vanity, not the lives lost. Can't be focused on a life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord will kill you for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cook dope with weaponry. Same ones claim they love you. I had no life in jeopardy. And I know my mother wants success for me. But that G should take a girl straight to ecstasy. Remember running with bruh, even though we did the wrong thing. My life would've been a lot different if I fell up under Rob's wing. Was too sincere for a wicked game. Shame the Lord's name. Now we afflicted with pain. All I ever wanted was to be respected by stand-up niggas, not knowing that them handcuffs custom made to fit. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I ain't lying, I was close to dying. Knew I wanted to live, but I wasn't trying. I was defiant, not knowing that this ain't how we live. This just how they design it. Cause when you in them streets, you get more endemic. They don't tell you gonna be on papers and on restrictions. My father said a hard head to make a soft ass. I didn't care, I wanted fear when I walked past. In a place where a black man's blood is cheap. I thank the Lord for the day I was on Lake Street. Pissing in the cup, back and forth to court. Found the DC school, I swear it felt like I cried on that fucking porch. The Lord said, my sheep, they ain't hear my voice. Asked me why I'm UPK, I told them I ain't have a choice. They said God ain't 50-50 and what's gonna come to pass. The Lord called me out the world and I started running fast. All I wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. It's UPK until it hit the fan. I want power and a throne, nigga, fuck them grams. All I wanted was to be a gangster, but I was real as a righteous man. And now got the upper hand, gotta promote this brand. Correct whole multitudes until they all understand. If I can't get that crown, Lord, then put me in the hands of someone more mighty and make me this hit man. Reminiscing on the pain that was felt. Shit, I was in the jail. Shit, I needed help. But Twan was locked up and the judge put man on the shelf. Had me crying cause it felt like I was left by myself. All I wanted was to impress niggas with my grinding. Now I ain't trying to prove shit to nobody but Muhammad. Cause most these niggas lie, pump smoke. One time for the most high, he made me a cutthroat. Cause all I ever wanted was to smash my opponents. Stacking cash, not knowing it wouldn't last. Then God, I hope you accept my atonement. Cause all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. Any man give his life for Yahweh Shai Mashiach Christ and fall up under that UPK banner is my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary. It's all about that warfare, boy. Back up, it's all about that warfare, boy. Take my soldiers take grip till I'm stand down. Take grip. My soldiers take grip till I'm stand down. Take ground. Now this ain't no movement, this a takedown. We will not be moved or intimidated. We ain't the type. You got a problem, tell them cross the fucking line. My niggas ain't polite. Soldiers to the left and right. I die for every man body. Before I be a coward, I'd rather be a dead body. This will be my kingdom when the hour plays. You can either get with it or get flipped like an hourglass. We live by honor and no excuse. Just sit the prayer up to the Lord. I told him to let all the terrorists loose. Hold your tongue or get rebuked, cause you made a truce. With a race that made merchandise out of my abuse. Scared of who? You got your gun, then pull it. Me and my niggas start to argue, it's about who gon' bite the bullet. It gon' take route. Opponents better move slow. Attack dog for this truth. Nigga, cool yo. Go to grip. It's all about that warfare, boy. Get grip. Back up. Get grip. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take grip. My soldiers take grip till I'm stand down. Take grip. My soldiers take grip till I'm stand down. Oh, thought you could cross us with no consequence, but you will pay dearly. You should've used your common sense. My zeal lit, that means you could never prevail. Hey, with a true sin, hey, with warriors dwell. Be wise with the weapons, cause I promise. My nine just like my wife, she concealed, she wise. I know 2 days, a robber will not prosper. And any man harm me and my aunt gon' meet the doc. Cause this life is warfare, it's not an easy walk. Been watching my people die, so you can miss me with that love talk. My UPK soldiers, any man try to cross your path, make him regret it. What that mean? Fall on his age. Comparing me to you really ain't no contest. Lonely one west. Say what? Lonely one west. This for those who thinking we ain't ready for. Tell them back up. I'm about to drop something heavy for. Go to grip. It's all about that warfare, boy. Get grip. Back up. Get grip. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take grip. My soldiers take grip till I'm stand down. Take grip. My soldiers take grip till I'm stand down, boy.
All right, we the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We've been bringing out this truth since 1969. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the real Jews of the Bible. And part of being the real Jews and the home of the truth is letting our people know what our true culture and heritage is and where it's found at. It's found in the Bible. And part of our culture is also our language. That's a part of our heritage that was stolen from us, beaten out of us, robbed from us. So now, depending on who had us in slavery, that's what tongue we speak to this day. So-called African Americans, West Indians, we speak English or some form of English. You have the Hispanic brothers, they speak Spanish. You have our brothers in Haiti, they speak some form of French. So we got all kinds of different languages of our oppressor. And what's been lost is our true language, which is Hebrew. And that's something that we're trying to bring back with this Lashawan Qadash class. This is the Lashawan Qadash class, our Friday night class. This is the shortest school. And we're trying to bring it back. Bring it back to bring back what we've lost. And tonight, we're going to go over Psalm 121. But we're going to always start with the scripture. And the scripture that we always start with, who am I to break tradition? So we're going to start with Zephaniah chapter 2, and we're going to start at verse 1. And it reads, this is the book of Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. So we're commanded as Israelites, as scattered, lost people across the face of the earth, to gather together, to come back and join with each other. O nation not desired, because we are that nation that's not desired in this place. We are the ones who locked in the prisons. We're the ones who getting shot dead in the streets. We're the ones who lead in every negative category. We're the ones that are being oppressed by every nation on this planet. So we're that nation that's not desired. It's obvious that these other nations are far more desired than us because they have a homeland to go back to, the call home. They have backing from their home nation, even if they're not living in that nation. Look at here, the Asians get a crime bill here in America. Meanwhile, we've been here since before this country declared its independence. And we still fight for our rights to this day. So we're that nation that's not desired. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And we are commanded by the Most High to come and gather together. And part of us gathering together is getting back to our original language. And tonight, we're going to go over Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. And we always start with the Hebrew alphabet. And it's A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, and Tha. That's the Hebrew alphabets. And of course we go over the ancient and the Assyrian letter. So tonight, like I said, we're going to do Psalms 121. All right? Psalm 121. We're going to start with that. And it starts. And it starts. Aisha'a. Aisha'a. That's the ancient. Aisha'a. In the English, it will be, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. Aisha'a Ayanya. I, Yun, Ya. All right. And the Assyrian, that would be and that's the Assyrian. Aisha Ayani. Al-Hahari. Al-Hahari. Al Al-Hahari. Young. Al-Hahari. I will lift up mine eyes to the hills, from whence cometh my help. Oh, and then Assyrian, of course, that would be Al-Hahari. Al-Hahari. Ma'ayan. Next, Ma'ayan. Ma, uh, yeah. Mixing up the ancient and the Assyrian. Ma'ayan. Ma'ayan. And in the Assyrian, there would be Ma, uh, yeah. Ma'ayan. Ma'ayan. Next is Yaba'a. Ya, ba, ah. Ya, ba, ah. In the Assyrian, that would be Ya, ba, Yaba'a. Yaba'a. Salaki, I ain't been given the English. Salaki, Salaki. So the first word was Aisha, and that is I will lift up. Then there was Ayanya, which is mine eyes. Then Al, which is unto, and then Haharyam is the hills. So Salaki for me not giving the English, so busy concentrating on the Hebrew. But this is, then after that we had Ma'ayan, which is from whence. And now this is Yaba'a, which is cometh. So Yaba'a is cometh. So lucky for that. All those taking notes at home, I run through it again if you would write it down. Or for those who will watch the class later, the first word is Aisha, which is I will lift up mine eye. I will lift up. The next word is Ayanya, which is mine eyes. Then it was Al, which is unto, and Haharyam, which is the hills. And then we had Ma'ayan, which is from whence. And now we just wrote Yaba'a, which is cometh. So the last word is Isaiah. 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 Of course, Isaiah would be my help. My help. And the Hebrew is I Zar Yeah. I Zar Yeah. My help. Isaiah. That's the ancient. And this would be the Assyrian. Isaiah. That's the ancient. That is the Assyrian. My help. So that would be verse 1 in Psalms 121. I will lift up my eyes from whence I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. And this is a psalm. Of course, David wrote the Psalms when he was troubled and going through different things, and he always sought the Most High. Man. He always sought the Most High. And the Most High said that David was a man after his own heart. And that's what we try to be in the ISUPK. We try to be men after the Most High's own heart, man. So we lift up our eyes unto the hills from whence cometh our help. That's why we always say this prayer every Sabbath service, man. We always say this song right here because this is such a powerful, powerful prayer that David made unto the Lord when he was going through his trouble, man. And that's what we do in here because we're trying to get out of this captivity. We're trying to get out of this tribulation that we're in. But we're going to move on to verse 2. Verse 2. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. All right? Now we had my help in the previous verse. And it ended the previous verse. And I should have left it up there because the last words in the first verse is the first word in the second verse. So, and that is Isaiah. 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 Like I said before, that is my help. Should have left it up there, but no sweat. I read it again. Same thing. My help. Verse 2. My help cometh in cometh is in this particular verse is not mentioned. It's kind of like filled in there because the next word is my ayn. And in the first verse, cometh was Yaba'ah was coming. But Yaba'ah is in verse 2. So cometh is kind of implied in there because we don't always, the Hebrew language is spoken like the English language where you have all these fillers. You have to put the fillers in there in the English language to make it make sense. Because my help, Yahweh, well, my help, my ayn, my help, it says my help, my ayn, from, my ayn, from. So, from is my ayn, my ayn, my ayn. And in the Assyrian, it would be Ma, Ayin. So the Ma, the I, and the Ma. But of course, the Ma at the beginning or the middle of the word, we use this Ma. And at the end of the word, we use this Ma. Same letter, just two different ways of writing. One is at the beginning and middle of the word. This is when it's at the end of the word. Ma'an, which is from. And who does that help come from? Who does that help come from? Of course, our help comes from the Lord. And his name is not Jehovah, not God. His name is Yahweh. Yahweh is his name. And in the Hebrew, it is Yah. Well, that is in the ancient Yahweh. Yahweh in the ancient. And in the Assyrian, it is Yahweh. Yahweh. You might see what's called the tetragrammaton sometimes in certain publications, which is YHWH. But of course, the sound of each letter other than the I in Hebrew is Ah. So it's Yah, Ha, Wa. Because the connector is from the Wa and the last Ha. So Yah, Ha, Wa. That's his name, man. Don't let nobody tell you different. The Most High has a name. Everybody walk around with a name. People give their everything that they got a name. They name their cars and their pets, but the Most High ain't supposed to have a name though. And then you got these fake Israelite groups out here who refuse to call him his name, or call him by some name that's not his. Like it's not important, man. His name is Yahweh. Point blank. Period. All right. Moving on. Next is which made. Which made. Which made. And which made is Aisha. 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 Aisha in the ancient and Aisha in the Assyrian. Aisha, which made my help cometh from Yahweh. which made what? Which made what? Which made heaven. Heaven. Which made heaven. And heaven is Shemayim. Shemayim. Sha my yum. Shemayim. Shemayim. That is heaven in the ancient. In the Assyrian, that would be Shemayim. Of course, we got that two different mile situation again. Same letter, two different places in the word. Shemayim, heaven. And the last word in verse 2 is and earth. The Most High made heaven and earth. And earth. And earth. And in Hebrew is wa. 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 So just that right there, wa. Wa. In Hebrew is and. That's the wa in ancient. And in the Assyrian, this is the wa. That's and right there. And. And the word for earth is arataza. So, and earth, when you say it together in Hebrew, it is wa arataza. So, ra taza. Taza. Wa ra taza. Wa arataza. And then in the Assyrian, of course, it would be wa arataza and earth. If it was just earth, it would be arataza. Since it's an earth, it's wa arataza. And that is the end of verse 2. So now moving on to verse 3. Verse 3 in the English reads, He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. That's right, man. The Most High will not slumber. And it starts off with He will. So He will is your son, I'll your son, I'll your son, I'll your son. I'll, okay, there it is. I'll your son. I'll your son. I'll your son is He will. I'll your son. In the Assyrian, it is um, your, your son. I'll your son. He will. I can make that better than that. I'll your son. He will. Bear with me 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Making sure I'm on point here. Al is like a prefix or add on. Your thun is actually he will. Your thun is he will. And the owl is the not. He will not. So al yadun is he will not. But the al is the not. All right, and then suffer. So suffer. Suffer is also done. So we are going to move on to thy foot. Thy foot. Thy foot is Salah. Salah. Okay, thy foot is Regal. Regal. So Regal. Regal is thy foot. Regal. And then the Assyrian Regal. These like the letters up. Regal. And Salah. Wrong car. That's what's wrong. Wrong car. This car. Salah. Regal. That's the ancient. And in the Assyrian, it would be the ka, but it's the ka at the end of the word. So Regal. There we go. There we go. Thy foot. Regal. Lama what? And Lama what is should have wrote Lama what first. Because again, the way we speak the English language, Sometimes we put the verb before the noun, and in the other languages, it's the exact opposite. So Lamawat actually comes before Regalka, but you say it in English in the reverse order. But Lamawat is to be moved, to be moved, to be moved is la, ma, wa, Lamawat, Lamawat, la, ma, wat. And in the Assyrian, la, ma, wa, Lamawat, Lamawat, to be moved. So Lamawat Regalka, N.W.O 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 is not slumber. Not slumber. So not slumber would be ya, na, wa, na, wa. Not slumber. The owl would be the not. Younger woman would be the slumber. And in the Assyrian, it would be al, ya, na, wa. Al, ya, na, wa. And then it would also be shamarka. And shamarka is he that keepeth. So I'm going in the Hebrew order, but it chops it up in English. So he that keepeth thee, or he that keepeth, He that keepeth is Shamarka. Shamarka. Shamarka is he that keepeth. In the Assyrian, Shamarka, he that keepeth. Verse 4. Verse 4 reads, Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. So you have in the Hebrew, Hana. And Hana is behold. I'm going to write behold under here. Behold. And behold, separate this, separate that. And behold, in the Hebrew, is Hana. The Hana. Hana. And in the ancient, it would be Hana. That is the Assyrian. So behold is Hana. And the reason why I left it up there is because if you remember the previous verse, verse 3 said that he will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. And in verse 2, it says, Behold, he that keepeth Israel. So he that keepeth is the next word, which is Shamarka. Shamarka. That is not right. So nope. Nope. Shamarka will come to later on. Salaki, bear with me. I'm trying to keep it together. Because I shouldn't have left it up here. I just assumed that it would have been written the same way. But again, I'm thinking about it in the way we structure English sentences. I gotta throw that out the window. Throw that out the window and deal with Hebrew. Because English is a backwards way of talking and writing. So next word is la'a. La'a yanawam. La'a yanawam. La'a. La'a. Neither. Neither. La'a. La. La. In the Assyrian, la. So no, neither, la'a. Yanawan, shall, shall, neither shall. Ya, na, one. Ya, na, one. In the Assyrian, ya, na, wa, ma. Yanawan, shall. Hana, la'a, yanawan, wa, la'a. So, wa, la'a. Wala'a is nor, nor. So now wala'a is nor, wa, la, a, wa, la, a. In the Assyrian, wa, la, nor Yayashun, Yayashun, sleep, sleep. Ya, ya, shun. Ya, ya, shun. Ya, ya, shun. In the ancient sleep. In the Assyrian, ya, ya, shun. Ya, ya, shun. An angle of time. Ya, ya, shun. Sleep. Ya, ya, shun. Shalom. Shalom. And in this one, he that keepeth is Shalom. We'll go over the rules on another class. Provide the previous verse. He that keepeth was Shamarka. Shamarka. But it's the same root word, Shamar. Shamar. But this verse, he that keepeth is Shawamar. Shout out to General Shawamar. 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 Shamar. Shawamar. And the Assyrian, it is Shawamar. He that keepeth Israel. And of course, Israel is Yasher Allah. Yasher Allah. Yasher Allah. Yasher Allah. And the Assyrian, Yasher Yasher Allah, Israel. So it reads more like, behold, neither slumber nor sleep, he that keepeth Israel. Behold, neither slumber nor sleep, he that keepeth Israel. Instead of he that, behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. So it says it opposite in a different order than in the English language. All right, verse 5. Verse 5. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. And of course, the Lord, the Lord, anytime you see the Lord, you know it is Yah, Wa, because his name is Yah, Wa. And in the Assyrian, it's Yah, Wa, Yahweh. So again, it reads, the Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. So the Lord, and of course, we need an is in English, but we don't need an is in Hebrew. So the Lord, thy keeper, thy keeper, thy keeper is Shemarka. Here we go again. Shemarka. Yahweh, Shemarka. 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 And in the Assyrian, Shemarka. Too much like the duh. Too much like the duh. Shemarka, thy keeper. So, all from the word Shamar. Keepeth, keeper, So Yahweh Shemarka, the Lord keepeth, the Lord thy keeper, the Lord thy keeper, Yahweh Shemarka. And the next sentence is, the Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. So again, every time I'm supposed to leave it up there, I never leave it up there. And the time I try to leave it up there, it's not the right one. Let me get it right though, let me get it right. The Lord Yah wa Yah wa Yah Yahweh, the Lord. And we don't need the is, but thy shade. The Lord thy shade. So thy shade, let's see. Yahweh Shemarka, Yahweh Tazalka. Thy shade. Thy shade. Tazalka. 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 In the Assyrian, Salaki. Mixing up the letters again. Tazalka. Salaki. Now, Tazalka. Thy shade. Tazalka. Al Yad. Al Yad. Lord, thy shade, Al Yad, is upon hand. Upon hand. Al Yad. Al Yad. Upon hand. Al Yad. The Assyrian. Al Yad. Al Yad. Yeah, my, Yum Yum Yum. Upon hand, direct. Direct. Direct is yum 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 ka. Yum yum ka. Yum yum ka. Yum yum ka. Direct. So the Lord Yahweh thy shade upon hand direct is how it would be said if you say it in English. Of course, it sounds backwards in English because English is backwards. But that's another story. And in the Assyrian, yum, yum, ka, yum, yum, ka, Slovakia, yum, yum, ka. Get it backwards. Get it backwards. Yum, 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 yum. Not yum, yum, ka. Yum, yum, ka. Yum, yum, ka. Direct. Got on to a little bit of a rocky start, but we're starting to get it together now. Once we stop thinking like the English language, trying to write the sentence in Hebrew the way we write it in English. But then again, why wouldn't it be backwards in English? Because in Hebrew we write this way, right to left. But in English we write this way, from left to right. So it only makes sense that they don't coincide with each other. And that's the end of verse 5. So now verse 6. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh is by day. By day. Yahweh, 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 by day. Yahweh, there we Hashemash. By day, Hashemash. And Hashemash is the sun. So by day, the sun. By day, the sun, Hashemash. 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 By day, the sun, La'a Yakaka. By day, the sun, La'a Yakaka. La'a Yakaka is not smite thee. By day, the sun, not smite thee. Not smite thee. And not is La'a. 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 Ya. Ka. La Kaka. It's kind of small. Kind of small. La. Ya. Ka. Ka. La. Ha. Ya. Ka. Ka. La. Ya. Ka. In the Assyrian, La. Ya. Ka. Ka. La. Ka. 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 Not smite thee. By day the sun not smite thee. Why you rock? Why you rock? Why you rock? Know the moon. of course, why is and. So, but in English, if we saying something is not going to do something, we say nor. For by day the sun not smite thee, and the moon, but nor the moon, nor the moon. Why? Yeah. Why you rock? Why you rock? Why you rock? Why? Yeah. Rock. In the Assyrian, why? Yeah. Rock. Why you rock? Nor the moon. Lie you lie. Lie you lie. By night. By day, the sun not smite thee, nor the moon by the night. By night. By night. But Yah, but La, Yah, but La, Yah, but La, Yah, but La, Yah. By night. In the Assyrian, uh, La, Yah, but La, Yah. And that is the end of verse 6. End of verse 6. Verse 7. Verse 7 says, the Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord. Once again, the Lord's name is Yahweh. Yahweh. The Assyrian, Yahweh. So Yahweh Lashawan, Yashamarka shall preserve thee. Shall preserve thee. Shall preserve thee is Yashamarka. 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 Yashamar. Oh, somebody. The ancient Shah. Or the Syrian Shah. There we go. Yashamarka. Makal Ride. Makal Ride. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. From all evil. From all evil is Makal Ride. Makal Makal is from all, and Ride is evil. Makal Ride. Maybe I should separate that. More space in there. Makal Ride. Makal Ride. In the Assyrian, it is Makal Ride. Makal Ride. From all evil. Yashamar. Now, shall preserve thee was Shamarka, but this time it's he shall preserve, and he shall preserve is Yashamar. 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 In the Assyrian, Yashamar. Yashamar. He shall preserve. Yashamar. Af Napashka. Thy soul of of Napash. Of Napash. Thy soul. In the Assyrian, Napash. Of Napashka. Thy soul. In the last verse, the Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. The Lord Yahweh Yahweh Yashamar Taza Oscar. Yahweh Taza Oscar. The Lord thy going out. No. Good. Yahweh Yashamar. The Lord shall preserve shall preserve is Yashamar, 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 the Syrian, Yashamar, shall preserve Yashamar, thy going out. Thy going out. Taza Oscar. Taza Oscar. Taza Oscar. The Assyrian, Taza Oscar. Taza Oscar. Thy going out. Waba Waaka. Waba Waaka. And thy coming in. Waba Aka. And is wa, wa, Waba Yaaka. Waba Yaaka. Wa, ba, ya, ah. Syrian, wa, Baba Yaga. And I coming in. Ma'ata, Ma'ata. Alright, hold on. From this time forth, this time forth is Ma'isa. 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 The Assyrian Ma'isa. Ma'isa. From this time forth, the last word or phrase is and even forevermore. And even forevermore is what I will love. What I will love. What I will love. And even forevermore what I will love. And the Assyrian what I'd I will love. What I That's it. That is the end of verse 8 and the end of Psalm 121. In the English, and more importantly, in the ancient and Assyrian Hebrew. With that, we're going to go into the class, not the school announcements. Security announcements. ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK under Command of General Yohana. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rooting for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister record each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi 3, 8 through 10 means tenth in the Hebrew. Ma'asha, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. The upcoming holy convocation, the next one will be the Feast of the Memorial Blowing of Trumpets. And we'll be celebrating that feast day at the Durham School on September the 6th at 7 p.m. I believe the address is 2534 Roxborough Street or Avenue, I'm not sure. But Durham, North Carolina. All Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you are welcome to come celebrate with us. And we'll have a great time celebrating Memorial Blowing the Trumpets on that night, September 6th. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, Imagine, which means to stand, Wakanyad Gum, which means face the east. And we're going to say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abnao, Shabbat Shemaya, Qadash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malaka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemaya, Batanana, Bakam, Khan, Yuwan, Basalatana, Kabawatana, Kasalatana, Kabawatana, Wala'a, Tabi'ana, Ramasai one, Abal, Habashana, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Wala, Waha'ala, Wahazapara, Labalumi, Haman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power and the glory, forever. So be it. Amen. And we're not going to do a courtesy salute. I'm the only one in class, so Yakin Atah, class dismissed.